Hey guys, I'm back. I have two phones, but this one's like a shitty quality, so. I wanted to do my eyebrows and chat with you guys for a little bit longer. So, now that you know my whole story, basically, that's why I struggled staying sober at the beginning, you guys. Because when I got sober, when Nathaniel got taken away from me, or when I first tried to get sober, when Nathaniel was born, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't get into a program. Hey, Annie. I'm having a good time. I just want to chat with you guys a little bit more. Because you guys don't understand. Like, being able to come on here and chat with you guys on a live stream and, like, talk to you, I really, it means a lot to me to have interaction with my subscribers. You guys are like family to me, you know? And I don't know if you guys realize this, but I don't really think I'm a lot like any other YouTuber in the fact that, like, I really like connecting with my audience. And I had to get a new phone. That phone was dying. I really like talking with you guys and just being able to share my life with you guys. It means so much to me to do this. Like, I love doing this. So what I thought we could do was I could sit here and chat with you guys still, and I could do my mascara. I think we're going to go out to eat with Neil's mom here in a minute. And so, yeah. I really need help with this damn computer, you guys. Do you guys think that maybe my computer is, like, not going to let me do a stream? It can't be like that, surely, right? It's brand new. Like, it's a brand new computer. It surely shouldn't, like not be able to let me, right? Like, it's brand new. Like, it's not refurbished. It's not an old computer. It's brand spanking new. So maybe it's just because, hey Tim, I'm so glad you guys are chatting with me today. Like, I love it. It's definitely not the computer. Well, we all know it's the operator. It's the operator. So, okay. So you guys like talking about life, right, and stuff like that, right? Okay, girl, I will. So I guess I can share with you guys a little bit about what it was like when Nathaniel was at the house that he was at with the people that he was at. What do you want to hear about that? Or what do you guys want to talk about? Is there anything that you guys have on y'all's hearts that you feel like you want me to share or tell you about? Hey, Brian. I'm glad you're here, baby. Oh, no. Okay, so, oh gosh, that's an emergency. Damn it. Okay. Jeremy, if you're on the stream, if you want me to call you, I can call you right now. Okay, so when Nate got taken from me, you guys, he went to this beautiful, oh, I'm so grateful for this family, you guys, because they were so great. So let me tell you how that all worked out. So when DHS comes and takes your child from you, they have to find placement for him, guys, because they didn't just have somewhere for him to go. In fact, hey, Annie, this is going out to you this week, girl, now that I know you're back in town. I never even fucking mailed it. I'm such a damn loser. Y'all, I'm so bad about, like, doing things like that. So anyway, when DHS takes your kid, y'all, they don't know if they have space for them. Okay? They don't know if they have a safe home for them to go to or anything like that. They just come in and take them. And here in Arkansas, a lot of kids get taken every year. Like, a lot. Crack cocaine and methamphetamine is a really bad problem, and heroin now, but it used to be like crack and meth here. Like, a lot of people. Hey, Donna Marie, what's up? Welcome. Did you come over from Brittany and Death's channel? I'm just kind of telling my story a little bit about when my son was taken. So, but he's with me now, so no sad faces. So, when they take your kid away, y'all, they don't have somewhere for them to go. Like, they take kids and they don't know where they're going to put them, okay? So, when Nathaniel was taken, they didn't have anywhere for him to go. And what I mean by that is, Nathaniel had nowhere to go, no house to go to. So, you know what they do with him? They put him in a respite care, in a house or a building with a whole bunch of other babies, right? A whole bunch of other kids. And they just keep them there. So my son was at this building, a respite care, for a week, where he doesn't know where he's at. He's not like a baby. Like, he was 1 year old. He was old enough to know that he wasn't with his mom and dad. Okay? That's what makes me so mad, you guys, because he could have went with family. That's what makes me pissed off at the system, because they made it hard on my family for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So, they ended up finally having a young lady. She was about 29, 30 years old, and her husband, Brittany and Zach were their names, that had a house that was open. They were able to take my son. They already had a little girl in their care, but they were willing to take another child. They lived in Benton, which is about 30 minutes away from where me and Neil live. So he wasn't living in the same county as us, but he was with these safe young parents, okay? And so he was gone from me for 2 weeks before I ever got to meet or see them. So when I went to finally meet the mother that was keeping my son, I remember Nathaniel was calling her Mama. Ugh. And I know it was because he was repeating like what the other little girl was probably saying, you know, because the other little girl was like 4. So she was old enough to, like, you know, take Nate around with her and stuff, so he wasn't just all alone. But I remember him calling her Mom, and it was just starting out, and I thought, he's never going to remember me. He's already forgotten about me, right? I was so scared that he wasn't going to love me anymore. Brittany would always correct him and say, "No, baby, I'm not your mom. You know, I'm Brittany, you know, I'm Brit," and she would try to correct him to say Brittany or, you know, some other name that they had for her. But, Brittany and Zach were probably the best people I've ever met in my whole entire life. They took such good care of my son, you guys. They got him into therapy. They got him into pre-K. They taught him all kinds of stuff about his ABCs, and they did all the things with my son that I wasn't doing because of my addiction. You know, and Nate was with them for almost a year. And so I built up their trust. And I remember the first time we ever had, like, a disagreement. It was because Nate was sick, and he had hand, foot, and mouth, which is something that goes around in, like, daycares and stuff a lot of the times. And the kids will break out with this, like, rash all over their body. And they'll get a really high fever. And it can go into their mouth and make, like, these little blistery sores and stuff, right? And so I remember thinking, like, why is she working? Why isn't she at home taking care of my son, right? Like, you should call into work, right? How could she do this? And little did I know that she worked at the daycare, the pre-K daycare that Nathaniel went to. So she took him to work with her every day. And that's how he got into, daycare, because she worked there. And I remember being so angry at her for taking Nathaniel to school that day when he was sick, and telling her, like, why wouldn't you just stay at home with him? Like, he's sick, blah, 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 right? And that's when she explained to me, she's like, Nicole, I work here. Like, I kept him with me all day. Like, I have to make money, you know? And I was so upset. And then I realized, like, he would have been doing the same thing at the house with her. Just hold him. She said all he wanted her to do was hold him all day. And that's how Nate is. When he gets sick, he just wants to be held. And I've learned all that stuff about my son now. But at a year old, I didn't know that. Because I didn't do those things. Because I was always high. This is a picture of me and Nathaniel when he was little. This is right before he got taken from me. And I just didn't know how to take care of him because I was using drugs, you know? Oh, do I keep in touch with them, or they're just the past? Okay, so I have their phone number. I haven't talked to them on the phone, but actually they live around here, so we see them out and about. And listen to this. One day, me, Neil, and Nate were at JCPenney, right? And her husband works at JCPenney. And so we're at JCPenney, and Zach comes around the corner, and I was like, oh my God, hey, you know, and like, they're so cool, y'all. We love them. Like, they helped us so much because they took care of Nathaniel and took so much stress off me so I could focus on staying sober and changing my life. That's what they did for me. They kept Nathaniel while I went to therapy, and I did classes, and I went to 3 meetings a week, and I visited with my sponsor. Now, don't get me wrong. I wish I could have had my son at home with me, but they took care of Nate so I could learn how to do these things because I had no idea how to stay sober. I had no idea how to cope with my feelings, you guys, and not use drugs to cover them up, like for real. And so I'm so grateful to them. Like, they changed my life, and they restored my hope in humanity, right? Because they took care of my son, and they did it so lovingly and so just so great, you guys, that, you know, that made me realize, like, there are good people in the world, because I was so afraid that Nathaniel was going to get into a house with people who were going to abuse him. And my little boy could not handle that, you know, because he's never been hurt by me or his dad in his life. And that's another reason why when people comment stupid comments about me abusing my son, it goes all fucking over me. Because I have lost my son to DHS before because of drugs. And talking and saying that I would actually abuse my child is so fucking wrong that it's just unbelievable. I can't believe anybody would even say that because it's so far from the truth. But that's what people here on the internet do, y'all. They have no lives, so they try to make other people's lives miserable, you know? But when I say all that to say, like, I am so serious with the way I take care of my son and it's all because of the lesson I learned when he got taken. Like, I learned a really, really good lesson when Nathaniel was taken from me, you guys. I learned that, you know, I am his caregiver. I cannot put him in harm's way, whether it's with drugs or, you know, if I was dating somebody who is not a good person. Like, I am the only thing he has, me and his daddy. So, and I'm always talking to Neil about that and saying that, you know, we're all he has. Oh yeah, we got stigma that surrounds addiction. People, you guys. Addicts are just sick people who need help. And like I keep on saying, you guys, like, I didn't know how to stay sober. I didn't know what to do about the way I was feeling. The only thing I knew how to do was to use drugs to cope with the way I felt. So when you practice something like that for so long, you know, getting high to cope, that's all you know to do. And that's why I get so, like, I get really aggravated with some people because they talk out the side of their necks. It's like, addiction is a disease. It's a behavior, you know, that is practiced over and over and over again. And it starts out because we have this disease in our brain that makes us respond to drugs and alcohol differently than a person who doesn't have the disease. And so that's why I'm constantly trying to educate people about the disease of addiction. Because the more people that understand the disease, the more people we can help. Do you understand? But we have to understand our own disease. Because if we don't understand it, we can't help anybody. And so that's why I like coming on. Do you see this inner corner highlight? Y'all know that's popping. Do y'all see this? Right. It's an allergy of the mind, right? And the more people that we can teach about our brains and how our brains respond differently to substances, that's the thing. You could line up 10 people and 4 of them would be addicts and 6 of them would not be addicts, right? Because it's different for every person. Like, oh, it's so crazy, you guys. And I tried to explain it to my dad when I was first getting sober, but a lot of people don't understand, right? But now my dad has come to believe and understand that it's just something that he can't relate to because he doesn't have it. You know, I truly believe that it's hard to relate to somebody if you don't have the same, right? But all of us can relate because we all have the same struggle. I used to try so hard, you guys, to teach my dad about the disease of addiction. Sorry about the wobbly camera. I'm going to sit down now. And to like tell him, like, yes, that first drug that I used was a choice, right? But the way my body responded to it was not my choice. My body responded to it differently because I'm a drug addict. And that's what happens to addicts. We try it for the first time and we think, oh, I'll be fine, right? This isn't going to hurt me. Look, my friend Jan can get high and she doesn't have any problems. That's really a lot of the times what happens is we see other people using drugs and alcohol without any problems. Remember how we read in the big book and it talks about how regular people use drugs and alcohol with impunity. That means they have no negative consequences. They can get high and never want to get high again. But then if you have an addict or an alcoholic who is in that situation, when they get high or drunk, that sets that phenomenon of craving off in their brain. That's the difference between a normal person and an addicted person, a person who has the disease of addiction, or is that we have that allergy that sets that craving in motion. Oh yeah, my parents are so bomb now. Like, they are so supportive. They are hella fucking into my recovery. Actually, my mom usually comes on my channel and hangs out with us here in the chat. And she just loves seeing me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You'll learn, Donna. It's okay. You're going to learn all this stuff. Actually, if you haven't watched my series, I have a 4-part series on my channel, My Addiction Story. And it tells everything about it. Everything about me in there. But my parents are really supportive now. And the thing about it is, you guys, like, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but in my family, me and my sister Michelle are both addicts. My sister Christine is not. And my sister Christine she's also like tried drugs, but when she tries them, she doesn't want to use them again. She does not have the allergy. And so it's so crazy how, like, me and my other sister, we have it, but she doesn't. You know what I mean? It's so, like, but that's what I'm telling you is, like, I can watch my sister Christine try drugs, and she's like, oh, that's cool, I don't want to do that again. I don't like the way that affected me, right? But then you got me and my sister Michelle, we try drugs, and we're like, yippee, let's do that again. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it was growing up. Me and my sister Michelle were like running around, getting high, partying, doing all this stuff, and my baby sister Christine watched us. She watched us. My sister Christine's like a really big observer, and so she would sit there and watch us get high and do all this shit we're not supposed to be doing. And she learned from our mistakes, you guys. I truly believe that. Oh, yay. I'm so excited. You guys, I'm seeing a bunch of you come over from Brittany and Death's channel. Thank you so, so, so much. So much, you guys. It means so much to me. Like, oh, I could just cry. Like, for real. Your support is everything to me. And like I said, as soon as I get this computer up and running, I will be putting out some really fire content for you guys, interviews with other addicts and alcoholics, and sharing other people's stories. I have an interview coming up soon with Ro Clausen from Ro Clausen's channel, and she's going to come on here and share her story. She is a strong prison wife. Her husband has about 200 and something years left in prison, and so she's just super strong, and I want her to come on here and share her story. Okay, 2 of my 5 are heroin addicts. 1 is in federal prison. I am a heroin mom. So many years, so many overdoses. Oh my God, Donna, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Listen to me. You will learn. I'm sure you already know a lot because you've been going through it for so many years, but you will have so much support here. We have such an amazing support group, and we have a lot of moms who are just like you. And so if you ever have any questions, or you just like want to share with us what you're going through, feel free to talk about it, girl, because we all talk about our stuff. And just share it. You know, that's what helps heal. Whenever I share my story, I swear to God, I could tell it a million times, and I heal differently each time. I learn something different about myself each time. And I want you to know that your boys, they love you. They're just sick. That's what it is. And the best thing that my parents ever did for me, Donna, was put my ass out. They put me out of the house, and they did not allow me to come back. And what that did was that sent me plummeting. That sent me spiraling downhill. And I'm sure that was probably really hard for my parents to watch. But I had to get to a point where I was freaking sick and tired of living that life out there. And when I finally got tired, I came back running. I came back around, you know? Real talk recovery. So do you believe that if you were addicted to one drug, that you can still use another? So for instance, I was addicted to opiates, but I've never had a problem with alcohol. Okay, so Angel, let me share this with you. Hold on, one second. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, this is what I believe, Angel. Okay, I believe that for me, I'm an addict and an alcoholic. And the reason I know that I'm an alcoholic is because there was a time where I was unable to get drugs. And while I could not get drugs, I turned to alcohol. And I drank and drank and drank and drank. I drank in the morning. I drank at night. I drank in the middle of the day. I drank on my way to work. I drank while I was at work. And so I used alcohol the same way I used drugs. Now, I do believe that there are some people who are addicts and they are not alcoholics. And they can drink responsibly. Okay? But I also believe that alcohol lowers your inhibitions. It lowers your guard. Okay? So, this is how I feel about alcohol. I might be able to go out and have a beer on 4th of July and never want one ever again. But I also might have a drink of beer and it kind of chill me out and lower my inhibitions. And then what happens is, it's okay, Donna, thank you, girl. What happens is that alcohol loosens me up a little bit. And then I'm like, well, what? I can have one pill. I can take an opiate. You know, I'm just chilling. It's my day off. I'm relaxing. I'm just having a beer. And so what happens then is I might be able to drink one beer for 3 years straight and never go out and get high on drugs. But there's that one time I drink that beer that I go out and I get high on my drug of choice. And that's why I choose not to test it. I'm sure I could have a beer, a glass of wine, and never relapse. For probably 2 years, I could probably do it just chilling here at my house. Right? I'm a grown woman. I have a house. I'm not going out. But what that does to my addicted brain is it tells me, you got some control, girl. You got some control. And that, my friend, is the delusion that every addict has. That they will somehow regain control and be able to use or drink like a gentleman without any problems. So, the more I take that beer into my system, the more I'm giving my brain the okay. And I'm telling myself, I've got control. I've got control. But we all know that that day will come that I will not have control. And I will go out and I will fuck up everything. So I just don't do it. I can't tempt myself, you guys. I can't. It's too dangerous for me, you guys. Because drinking leads me back to drugs every single time. Because you know what it does? It tells me what drinking does is it doesn't satisfy me. It just starts that craving inside me. And then I'm going to go out and I'm going to get Roxy's and shoot them in my veins. Because that's what I want to do. It doesn't satisfy me. So now you have this addict who's trying to drink just to relax. I'm restless, irritable, and discontented inside. I'm uncomfortable. I'm trying to chill out. I just want to have a beer. And that shit's not doing it for me anymore. So I'm going to go get my dope. That's why I strongly advise against drinking while you're in recovery. You know? I just strongly advise against it. Because unless you have... I don't think you should do it. But I don't judge people who do, you know? I don't judge people who do, you guys. And a lot of people get upset with me because I say I don't think you should be drinking, you know? But it's only because I'm looking out for you. Like I said, you could drink for 5 years and never go out and pick up opiates. But 6 years could go by and you could go out and get opiates. It's just a matter of time before you reach for the substance that you have been wanting, you know? Hey, baby.
Hey.
What's wrong?
He's Padookie.
Where'd y'all go?
We went to that park over by IHOP
Uh-huh.
that has the creek and the other stuff.
Okay. Let me see your leg, Nate. Everybody wants to see it.
No.
The people want to see it.
No.
No? Okay. So that's why, like, me and Neil, you guys, we really weren't drinkers at all. In our addiction, we really never drank alcohol. But, and sometimes I think, oh, maybe we could have a beer and just kind of like hang out. Or 4th of July is coming out. I even thought about that. That thought came into my mind. Oh, me and Neil could get a bottle of wine and just celebrate here at the house, right? Everybody says hi, Neil.
Hi.
Hey, he said hey. But then I'm like, Nicole, David, I've been waiting for you to come in on a live stream. I saw you over in Death's live stream yesterday, and I was like, hey, were you, they shouted my channel out. I was literally crying, y'all, when he did that. I was like, ah. So, welcome to the channel, David. I do live streams quite a bit. So, let me let all the people who are new right now know that I usually live stream on Sundays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and on Fridays. So my live stream schedule is Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. And that's because on those days at that time, I do like meetings. We have like Narcotics Anonymous, like reading. I can't do like a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, but what we do is we read out of the big textbook Narcotics Anonymous meeting. This book, which we're going to do tonight, we're on the 2nd chapter. So if you guys are wanting to learn about your disease, the disease of addiction, and you've never been to a meeting, come tonight at 7 because we're going to read the 2nd chapter. And it's all new to me because I've never read this book. Now, on Tuesdays, we get into the Alcoholics Anonymous big book, which I am obsessed with, and I'm very well versed in that book. And that's where a lot of the things that I've learned about the disease of addiction have come from, is from Alcoholics Anonymous. And that's why, another reason why I am so gung-ho about not drinking while I'm in the recovery, or forever, because I just can't take that chance, you guys. Like, I have so much to live for today that I truly feel like, society has built us up to believe that we have to have something inside of us, alcohol, drugs, weed, to relax and to feel okay. But today, in my sobriety, in recovery, I don't want to reach for beer or vodka or wine or pot or cigarettes. I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore, you guys. I had a 16-year habit, okay? I smoked cigarettes since I was 14, and I quit smoking cigarettes. Like, I truly believe that, like, I don't have to change the way I feel to be okay with Nicole today, and that has taken a lot of work, okay? I'm probably the heaviest I've ever been in my life, okay? And but at the same time, I'm the most okay with me that I've ever been in my life, like the inside Nicole. Sure, like I want to work on my appearance and get into shape, and that's a goal of mine, right? But like I'm talking like I actually love myself, and I've never loved myself until now. You know, I've been slacking on my meetings. This will work just perfect. Good. It's okay, Marissa. You know we'll have the replay. Okay, cool. But that's why when I talk to you guys, like, I'm not trying to be like all or nothing. And I accept anybody who wants to come here and be a part of my channel. Oh, honey. Is my hair long or short? Anybody who wants to come and be a part of my channel is more than welcome to be here. And I'm never going to shame you if you are smoking pot or if you drink beer. That's your journey. I'm never going to shame you for what you choose to do in your recovery. But I'm going to share with you what I'm doing here because this is what's working for me. Have you ever had it short? Yes, John, I actually did. And listen to, let me tell you about it. So I was probably in, what what's 5th grade? How old are you in 5th grade? 10, 11? I was 10 or 11, and I was chubby like I am right now. My face is real round and chunky, right? And my mom decided to give me a haircut because I was begging her to have short hair, right? And so she took me to the salon and got my hair cut short. It was like a little, like, bob, right? And it was so cute. Well, I wanted it shorter. So she took me back. And they gave me like a boy, like a pixie haircut. Oh my God, y'all. My head was so big. It's already big. But when my hair is really short, it looks so much bigger. So all the kids were calling me Mrs. Potato Head. And I cried and cried and cried. But yeah, so I haven't done it in a long time because I have I'm very insecure about how my face is so round. Nicole, I know you were talking about changing up your hair. Are you still going to do it? I chopped about 7 to 8 inches off mine and got some layers. Yes. Okay, so Marissa, I've been talking about getting my hair cut over on Uni's channel, and because she was asking me about like a makeover and stuff like that, and so what I want to do is I do want to kind of get some of this length cut off because you know how the girls, let me find a girl on the internet and I'll show you guys a picture of what I want my hair to look like. That's how I want my hair to be because I want it to be like styled, because right now it's just like so long that it's kind of like I just let it air dry and it's like just wavy and like kind of hippie hair, you know? Okay, this is how I want my hair to be. Oh, Annie, that would look good on you, girl. You have a good face for it. Okay, hold on. Let me find this haircut. This is how I want my hair to be, you guys. Can you see that? What do you guys think? Do you see how it's just like choppy kind of? That's the way I want my hair to be. And that would be like, so how many inches would that be? That would be like that much off. That's what, like 5 inches? So that's what I want to do with my hair. And so when I do that, I'm going to take you guys with me and vlog it, okay? Because the girl that does my hair, she is amazing. And I was telling her about my YouTube channel last time I went to get my hair colored because she balayaged my hair and put blonde in it. Next time when I go up there, which we'll probably do it not this Friday, but next Friday when I get paid. So that way, you know, I don't break the bank. But, because honestly, you guys, when I get my hair done, it's like cost me about $100 because I get it colored and everything.
I want a cold towel.
Yes, it's super long. And so I can't ever like do anything with it because it's so long, you know? I don't know, John. I'm scared. I'm scared because you see how chubby my face is? Like, I just get worried that I'll look like, and because my hair is so thick, it like poofs out when I have it too short, you know? Yeah. What is a pompadour? What is that? I love y'all. What did you buy, a new toy, Nate?
I bought 3.
Oh, mercy. You hear that,
Look
boy?
at his shirt.
He bought 3 new toys, y'all.
He got 5 nights at
Let me
Krissy.
see.
It was a package.
Oh, no, I'm not getting no Elvis haircut. Say hi, Nate. You guys, I told y'all about his ankle. It is so swollen. Oh, no, I'm not getting that done. So I want you guys to all understand something.
You ready?
I'm super insecure about really short hair. Like, I don't know. I would feel like like I told y'all before, like my strength is in my hair.
Like that?
You know what I mean? Like, if I got it all cut off, oh, I wouldn't feel like myself. But I'm going to do that other one like I just showed you guys. I think that will look really good. And I also want to get my, like, eyebrows shaped because they're, like, I have pretty good eyebrows, but I just want to get them, like, shaped up a little bit. So, yeah, I'm so excited that y'all are all here. Welcome to everybody that came over from Death's channel. Like, me and Brittany did an interview on her channel, and we recorded it like a month ago, right? And it was such a good interview, you guys. It was so good. And I guess she keeps all her stuff on Death's like hard drive or whatever, and he had went in and accidentally deleted it. So she texted me yesterday and was like, I cannot believe this. I was going to go and upload your interview, but Josh deleted it. And I was like, oh my God. And I was y'all, because I was starting to get so insecure. I was like, she doesn't like me. She doesn't want to be my friend, because that's the way I am. Like, it's so hard for me to reach out to people and like ask them to collab because I feel like, they're not going to want to collab with me, or I don't know why I'm like that, but it took me a lot to ask her, hey, do you want to do a video together? Because I had seen that she was doing like interviews with girls who had gotten out of prison, and you guys know I have been to prison, and I wanted to share my experience with her. And so after I hadn't heard from her and she hadn't uploaded it in like a month, I was like, oh shoot, something must have happened, right? And then she texted me and was like, listen, I'm so sorry. And I'm going to shout you out over on Death's channel. And we'll try to get linked up and do a live stream together. So that's probably what we're going to do is I'm going to come over there and we're going to do a live stream together. And then I'm going to have her over here on my channel as soon as I get all my stuff hooked up. But just her shouting me out was just like so amazing. And I am so grateful because you guys, it takes a lot of work to get your channel out into the algorithm on YouTube. It's like, and I'm not one of those people who like clickbaits or titles my videos like clickbaity titles to bring people in. Do you understand? So it's very difficult. Hey, Amanda, to get YouTube to recommend your videos to people. I mean, I think I've almost been on my channel for 2 years, almost. In November, it'll be 2 years. I remember when I first started making videos, you guys, I would get not even a view. I had to work really hard to like build my channel up and to share my videos on like Twitter. And then see, you got to think about it like this. If you don't have any kind of following on Instagram or Twitter, like I was starting fresh, right? I don't have a following. I had a following on Facebook, but I totally deleted my Facebook. That's how much like I didn't care about, like Facebook for me had become so toxic because it was just crazy, you guys. Like it was bad. But I was in the recovery community on Facebook, and I had quite a bit of a following there on Facebook, but I deleted my Facebook and I was like, I'm going to start fresh and I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I'm going to share my experience in recovery being on Suboxone. And that's why I started my channel, was because I was really struggling, you guys, to find people that were also on medically assisted treatment and who were serious about their recovery. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was running into a lot of people who were on medically assisted treatment, but they were like just using it as to get high, to like use it and then get high on drugs and then go back to it and then get high on drugs. And like, I understand that everybody struggles when they're first getting sober, and that could have been my story too, but it's not, and I'm serious. Like, I don't want to go back and forth. Like, I'm serious about my recovery and I don't want to die. And I truly believe that if I kept using, that I was going to die. And for me to use today would be for me to die. because that's where addiction has taken me. It's taken me to the end. Like, I can't go anymore. And so if I go out and relapse, like, I'm going to lose my life. And so that's why I'm so serious on my channel about, like, us all staying connected and us staying, like, supporting each other and sharing, like, our truth, you know, because just because you're on medically assisted treatment doesn't mean you're not serious about your recovery. You know, it doesn't mean that you don't want recovery. It doesn't mean that you're not, like, sober, right? I was on hard drugs for many years, and this is the cleanest my butt's ever been. Do y'all feel me? And so when people criticize me about being on medically assisted treatment and say that I'm not clean or say that I'm not serious, it infuriates me because I'm so serious, and I am so my recovery revolves around talking to God, working the steps, and helping others. That's what helps me stay sober. The number one thing that I do that helps me stay sober is giving back and helping other people. Because what it does is it takes me outside of myself, and it teaches me that it doesn't take but one time, you guys, for me to go back and be in my active addiction, right? All it takes is one time. And I have to remember every day how lucky I am to be alive and to have my recovery today. Because all it would take was me making one bad decision, and then I would lose everything. Everything. Because if I went out and got high, you guys, I wouldn't take care of my YouTube channel. I wouldn't be on here talking with you guys. I would do everything. I would just stop tending to everything, and the only thing that would matter was my drug. And so that's why, like, I'm serious about helping you guys find support and helping you guys understand that it doesn't matter what means you use to get to recovery. It doesn't matter if you are on medically assisted treatment, if you are on, if you are abstinent and go through AA and NA, if you're in therapy, if you're in cognitive behavioral therapy, it doesn't matter, like, what means you're using to get to recovery. All that matters is that you're really working hard to get there. But that's the thing, like, everybody has to understand that you have to do work to stay sober. You're not going to just be able to stop doing drugs if you are an addict or an alcoholic and just stop and not do any work. Because the reason why we use drugs and alcohol is because we don't know how to cope with life. And so when we get sober, we have to learn how to cope, because we no longer have that buffer to fall back on, which was drugs, right? So we have to learn how to cope with life. So that's what I hope to achieve on my channel, is to give you guys an outlet and a support platform for where you know you can come and you can find support, and also help you guys learn and develop new coping skills, right? Because here's what I've always, like, this is what works for me, like, practice, practice, practice. So by coming on here and being consistent and uploading videos and chatting with you guys, it helps me to stay consistent. It helps me to remind myself every day that I'm just one drink or one drug away from a relapse, and that's all it would take. And so as long as I keep that at the forefront of my mind, then my recovery will always come first. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you guys, like, I just know that I've just been there. You understand? And I know what it feels like to have people judge you. It sucks. It's not a good feeling. So if you're changing your life and you're trying to get sober and do the right thing, then that's the thing. Like, we got to stop judging other people's journey and saying, well, you're not doing it my way, so it's not the right way. And stop that and give people a hand up, right? That's what it's all about. So I can point the finger and tell you you're not doing recovery the right way all day long. But what good is that doing? How am I helping you if I'm judging you and telling you that you're not doing the right way? The only way I can show you how to do recovery is by living recovery. The only way I can teach you is through my actions. So if I come on here and I'm acting shitty and I'm cussing folks out and I'm just, being out of character or not doing what I need to be doing, then what is that teaching you guys? That's teaching you guys that being shitty is what you do, right? And so don't get me wrong, you guys. Like, I have bad days. There's days where I fall victim to like letting people's drama or chaos or other people who are still sick hurt me, right? And that's because I'm a human being and I have feelings and insecurities and things bother me, right? But I really work hard on trying to not let those things affect me and then in turn not bringing them here to you and affecting you. It really takes a lot for somebody to push me to a point of responding on my channel. And when somebody has belittled me and berated me and sat there and just rode my ass for so long, what will happen is I will let it go and let it go and let it go and let it go. And then I have to stick up for myself, because I'm not going to allow people to walk all over me. And I'm not going to allow people to try and hurt or damage my name, because I've worked really hard to build a platform and a community here that's safe and welcoming, and I'm not going to let just anybody come up here and disrespect what I've worked so hard for over here. It might not seem like it's a lot of work or anything, but it is. It's a lot of work. I've gotten to know each and every one of you. I connect with you guys on a level so much deeper than just coming on here on my YouTube channel. I talk to some of you guys on a daily basis. I text message with some of you guys. Like, this isn't just about me coming on and saying, hey, watch me do my makeup. I'm a beauty guru, right? Or, hey, let me come on here and teach you guys about, okay, bye, love you, Tim, about recovery, and then I'll go out about my business, right? This is real for me. This is my outlet, and working with others, it gives me so much. It gets me so excited. It's my passion. So I've worked really hard to do that and to build trust with you guys, and that means a lot to me. It's very important to me to have you guys here and to help you guys, feel supported and feel loved, because you are. And if without you guys, I wouldn't have anything. My channel wouldn't even be a channel, So you guys are what Real Talk Recovery is all about, because you guys are what makes the channel, right? If I didn't have you guys interacting with me, what's wrong?
I need a sock.
Nate, where's your sock at?
I don't know. What's up?
Okay, I'll get it for you. If I didn't have you guys here interacting with me, then it would just be like me talking to myself, So let me get Nate a sock. Hold on, guys. Oh, my legs. I'm getting old. Okay, let me find you a sock, buddy. Here you go, bub. Which foot do you want to put it on? Which foot? That one? Okay, mister. What am I, your servant? Oh, you want me to do this foot? No? Anyways, that's what you guys need to do. Connect with each other. Find out if there's people in your area. And that's what we're here for, you guys. Like, this is a place where you can come and find massive support, and you will never be alone. The disease of addiction is ripping through, the world. People are struggling every single day. And I know what it's like to struggle. I know how difficult it is to break away from that behavior and to break away from that lifestyle and to change, right? I know, believe me. The only way that I changed was because my son was taken from me. That truly, truly changed my whole life. If my son hadn't gotten taken from me, you guys, I don't think that there was a consequence that was greater enough to wake me up. Do you understand? Because I had gotten so deep into my addiction that there was nothing that could stop me. Okay, nothing. So anyway, yeah, you're always welcome here. Welcome to everyone that's new. I love y'all. Y'all are my people. It is 3:08 right now here in Arkansas. So we will go live at 7 tonight. So that's 4 hours. I'm going to go live and we're going to do the NA reading. So I hope you guys will come and join us and chat in the chat and, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, so remember, if you guys ever need anything or you want to reach out and talk or anything like that, you need some advice or you just want to chat with somebody who understands, email me. I will give you my phone number and you can call me anytime, or message me on Instagram, whatever you'd rather do. You don't ever have to be worried about not being able to get a hold of me because I love talking with you guys. So it's something I look forward to doing. And yeah, I love just interacting and just being able to share my life with you guys and all that good stuff. So, hey, Kit Kat, anytime, like I said, you need to reach out, just email me and I will get you my number. My email is in the description of all my videos. I also have a Patreon. If you are a woman, you can join my Patreon, and it's $5, $10, and $25. And it's just about 7 of us girls. We all talk and just support each other. It's just a more kind of connected way that we all talk together and support each other in our recovery on a daily basis. And I do videos over there that are more like what we're going to accomplish for that week, goals for the week. I share a little bit more personal stuff, like when I'm going through a hard time. I talk with those girls about it because sometimes I don't always want to come on here and, like, you know, cry about things, but it's just a tight-knit group of girls. So if anybody's on here that is a woman that wants to join Patreon, you're more than welcome to. And it doesn't matter what tier you join. You're able to come and hang out and talk with us all the time because we all message back and forth on there. But that's that. And like I said, email me if you want to talk on the phone or, you know, just chat about anything personally. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And hey, Cindy, thanks, girl. You can always follow me on social media. I have Real Talk Recovery Instagram, and then I have my personal Instagram at Nicole Pludre. I have, like, you know, I'm always on Instagram. You can always get a hold of me there or on Twitter. Let me think, what else do I want to tell you guys about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a way for us to get more connected, you know, because I like talking to you guys, you know, not just on a live stream. I really enjoy it. I love it. You can ask the other people in here. We talk a lot. And, yeah, so it's just whatever you guys want to do. If you're wanting to get more connected, you're always welcome to, you know, get a hold of me outside of YouTube. And I have other links in my description. Like, there's this channel that I did a podcast with you guys, and the channel is called The Addictionary. And if you guys haven't listened to their podcasts, they have a channel here on YouTube, and it's called The Addictionary. It's a book with a syringe. That's what their avatar is. How to do what, Cindy? Oh, yeah, it's a monthly donation, and you can do a $5 donation, a $10 donation, or a $25 donation. And I'm going to tell you guys, the reason I was able to get this was because of the girls on Patreon. So Sonia, Annie, Maria, Layla,
The house woke up.
Krissy. Oh my God, who am I forgetting? Hannah, Sonia, Anna, Maria, Layla, Hannah, all of you girls. It was because of you guys that I was able to get this laptop, because your donations for the last 2 months, I just left them in that Patreon account, because that's how Patreon works, you guys. When the person's monthly due is come out, it goes into my account on Patreon, just like a little bank account, right? And I just let it sit in there. I didn't touch it at all. So because of you guys' donations, or I don't know if you call it donation, but like paying for that service, I was able to get that laptop. And so I really, really appreciate that, because with that, I'm able to, now I'm trying to learn how to do this laptop so we can have people on the channel, and you guys can come on here and panel up with me, and we can talk about addiction and recovery together.
You wanna,
And you can ask
say
questions,
this
and
name?
I can, it's just going to be epic. Do y'all understand me? Epic. So I'll see you guys tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a great day.